Okay, this is Jay, and I am gonna go over the basics of how to read a screenplay. This is gonna be very, 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 very basic. I'm doing this for a few people I know who are just starting to read screenplays and trying to debate on if they want to be a writer or acting or whatever. But I've had some basic questions about how to read screenplays, certain things that newbies, um, you know, that might look foreign to them. So I'm just gonna start with this screenplay I have that I like to read sometimes every now and then. Blade by David Goyer, and this I got this from Script Dude, and just gonna go over some basics. So this is in this particular script, he's written the opening titles on how that's gonna be. When you see a line right here by itself, these little paragraphs like here and here, these are called action lines. These describe what's happening in the scene for the most part and give the actors their direction. So this right here is an action line for how the particular credits are going to roll in the opening. And here, these scene headings that you'll see pretty much every time there's a new scene, INT means interior. You will either see INT or you will see EXT, which is exterior. Sometimes you may see both depending on how the shot is constructed, but this particular scene is interior. There's a hospital, and this is the part of the hospital that this particular scene is taking place in, the inner city trauma ward. And this is the time of day. This is night. So the characters will all be broken out like this. Nurse number one, senior resident. The reason why these characters don't have names are because these particular characters are not important. These are not going to be memorable characters. These are kind of like people in zombie flicks or action movies that get shot. They, regardless of how briefly they're on screen, if they don't have a name, then they're not important to the plot. When you see things like with stethoscope, and you'll see these parentheses, these words within the parentheses, these will basically give the particular actor a little bit more direction on how to deliver this line. So this nurse is saying she's not breathing, and with the stethoscope. I'm gonna go down when you see things like camera pushes in all caps. This right here is a camera direction, but when you see other things that are in all caps, like heart beating, it's standing out because it's either a sound or it's something that needs attention, like some type of insert. Or sometimes you will see characters' names who are in all caps when they're being introduced for the first time, and the writer wants you to know that this particular character is somehow relevant to the plot. Um, so this right here, this line, this action line by itself in all caps, inside her bloodstream. Every time you see a description action line broken out, this represents a different shot for the most part. So in this scene, the camera pushes in on the woman as she bolts upright, screaming. This is a sound, so it's in all caps. It's very relevant to this particular action. Um, she's screaming to wake the dead. We plunge into the darkness of her mouth and find ourselves, this cuts, and then it goes to, most likely this was a visual effects shot inside her bloodstream. Obviously you can't get someone to act that out, so this is pretty much common sense. Um, Again, these things right here that are in all caps are broken out where it is a variation or a type of insert shot. Let me go down, and I'm just going to see if I can find any other thing that may look foreign to somebody reading a script for the first time. Cut to, this is pretty much kind of giving you an idea of an editing direction for the most part. So this is going to be like an abrupt type of cut from whatever this line is here. The unborn child shifts, turns its head towards us, and opens its eyes. So we get a hard cut that goes right to an insert shot of a sword blade. This right here is the action line describing this particular insert shot, which is a sword blade. It gives us a little bit more um, information on how this is unique, and things that are like words acid etched in the weapon's fine tempered surface. So it just lets us know that we're seeing this sword for the first time in the movie Blade, where we want to know that it's letting us know that this is something that is not like any other sword. It's something special, or it looks cool for the most part. Um, Here's EXT, exterior, inner city, industrial ghetto, nighttime. Already went over that above. So let me scroll down and see if there's anything else that may stand out really quick. For the most part, I've kind of broken down the basics. This script is pretty much straightforward, and occasionally you may see things next to a character name that says VO or OS. VO is a voiceover. You've heard voiceovers in other movies before when there's an action going on and you hear a character's voice, but he's not necessarily on screen. Similarly, may see OS, which is off screen. I can't find it in this script, but sometimes an example of an off screen shot will be if this particular character um, was off screen and there was another character in a room or something like that, and this character, Raquel, said, "What's wrong with the baby?" And there was another character that turned around and the camera doesn't show Raquel, but she's speaking and she's on camera. I think that's about it. So if you found this helpful at all, let me know in the comment section. Click the like button, and I will go more in depth, probably for the next one. Until then, signing out. Peace.